Well, I've been in the automotive industry for a long time, and I think the more genuine you are with people, I think the better they perceive things, and they bring it here because they don't know what is going on with it, but we're more than happy to try to explain to them and kind of give them a visual idea of what it is that needs to be done to their vehicle, and then let them make the decision from that point. Just greet them within just a few seconds of them being in the door and thank them for being here and see what we can do to help them.
I've been in Cache Valley for 21 years. I like Cache Valley. I like dealing with people. I think you treat people right, they'll treat you right. It's really not that complicated. I like, we're in the business of solving problems. People have problems with their cars, and we're in the problem-solving business. And if you solve people's problems, they are, for the most part, happy. And making people happy is a good thing. One time a customer brought in their car and she was having electrical problems with it. It wasn't running properly. When we opened the hood, a rock chuck was inside her car and had been chewing the ignition wires. It was still in there. And it was still crawling around from one side of the engine to the other. It was that big. She drove it here. It had been chewing on the ignition wires, so they were arcing, and it was running rough. She's probably, my car's just running rough. It's kind of missing. We open the hood and we start it, and we can see the arcing on the wires. And John's kind of fiddling with them. He's like, "Yeah, this wire's got a little cut in." Then he sees it, freaks out. He's like, "There's a rodent in there!" And then we're trying to get it out of there. It crawls around the engine, the backside, and back and forth and back and forth, and it was a live rock chuck. Yeah. Not to mention all the numerous people who come in after running over a deer carcass in the canyon, and the entire bottom of their car is just covered in fur and guts, and we have to clean it off. Oh wow, it's ugly, especially the smell of burnt hair.
Whenever a customer comes in, we just kind of focus on, more so just talking to him as a human being. Don't go through the whole motion of, hello, how to kind of acting like a robot, talking to people. Just talk to them as a human being. What's your problem? What's going on? How's it going? How's your day been? Instead of just being so stiff and controlling of the situation, just help people. I was walking along and there was some music playing. I was feeling it. Everybody was getting real gangster back here with some hip hop music, and I just started dancing all along the way. Little did I know there's a customer right up front that was just watching the entire time. I finally look up and see him, and they're just crying from laughter. I cannot show you that dance. I forgot it. It was a long time ago.
I more or less deal with the cars and leave the dealing with people to Ray and Spencer. But when it comes to working on something, I just try to make sure I do a good job and do it right the first time. Usually, it's going to start with a test drive and trying to listen for the noise and get an idea of what they're talking about, and then from that point, kind of breaking it down to figure out where it's coming from. And sometimes you'll get some weird, odd noises that are hard to isolate. We have, little stethoscopes that we listen to. Just same as like what a doctor uses. And I'm still here because Dan's an awesome boss and takes care of me, and can't complain that way.
Dan's a great guy to work for. I've worked for him for over 10 years now, and it's nice to have an owner that actually cares about the day-to-day business, every single transaction, with thank you cards and the things that he does for the guys in the shop too. There's not a lot that he will not do for you personally, with having problems. I was in a motorcycle accident 3 years ago, and he didn't replace me, he didn't get rid of me, those kind of things. And the loyalty goes that deep with every single one of the employees, and we do the same thing right in return for Dan too. So